Hey.
You ever feel like your life could end at any second?
Sure.
No, I mean, you probably think you're gonna live forever.
I don't think that.
I mean, it's just sort of arrogant, the way we live our lives. Like, we live on like this edge of like existence and nothing, and we just live in total disrespect to that. There are people in like other places like Africa and Syria. Those people, they live on that edge, and they lose people every day, whether it be through some war or like a famine. And we think we're so special, as if we are the center of this goddamn universe. It's bullshit. It's meaningless. All we do is pass the time with these bullshit conversations or watching some crappy movie, and it doesn't mean anything. You could be hit by a truck or shot in the chest. I could be thrown out of a helicopter and fall on like a small child. It's just, I'm sick of living this bullshit life. Oh. Oh. Cut it out!
Alright, Laurel, can we agree on one thing? Let's
Okay.
say everything in the world that is in any way sensitive or conscious regards itself as a human being. Okay, let's start with that. It's then aware of a hierarchies of beings above it and a hierarchy of beings below it. And so, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are, you're in the middle. That's life.
And it doesn't mean anything.
Your senses extend in a certain direction, in all directions, thus giving you the impression of being in the middle. Because the definition of a person is where you look from. And now everything in the world feels this way. And also it has its own kind. So you see spiders, hydras, sea urchins, they don't look very natural to us. And we say when we look at them, well, I wouldn't want to look like that. And they say when they see us, what kind of awful thing is that? What a lot of nonsense it does.
And it is
Now this
nonsense.
is an extremely important principle, which is the different points of view you get when you change your level of magnification. You see, you can look at something through a microscope and see it a certain way. You can look at something through a naked eye and see it a certain way. You can look at something through a telescope and see it another way. Now, which level of magnification is the correct one? Obviously, they're all correct. They're all just different points of view. When you look at your bloodstream under a microscope,
Okay.
you see there's one hell of a fight going on. All sorts of microorganisms chewing each other up. And if we got overly fascinated with our view of the bloodstream under our microscopes, we should begin to take sides, which would be fatal, because the health of our organism depends upon the continuance of this battle. What is, in other words, conflict at one level of magnification is harmony at a higher level. And so, could it be that we, with all our problems, conflicts, neuroses, sicknesses, political outrages, wars, tortures, everything that makes up this human life is a state of conflict, which can be seen from a larger perspective as a situation of harmony. Every minute little fruit fly, gnat, bacterium, is an event upon which this whole cosmos depends. Look, I know where you're coming from. I do. It's so easy to scream this idea out of our consciousness. Just as we see the figure and ignore the background. So we end up with only one way of looking at things. When you came into this world, there gradually arose into being the sensation of I. And it stays there a while. It goes through development and then it drops off. But always there are other eyes starting up. Whether they be human, animal, anything you like, they could be in the other galaxies, etc. Always starting up. Now, you would say there is no connection between them. No. Just as there is no connection between the molecules in your hand. And yet you say it is a hand. But if you look at it through a powerful enough microscope, the molecules in your hand are miles apart. What's the connection between this galaxy and other galaxies? Well, we can't see any connection. Yet there are gravitational swings whereby they respond to each other and move in a certain collective order. There is a tremendous interconnectedness of everything. Just as fronts go with backs, tops with bottoms, insides with outsides, solids with spaces, so everything that there is goes together. It makes no difference whether it lasts a long time or whether it lasts a short time. A galaxy goes together with all the universe just as much as a mosquito. And eventually you see everything as a complex pattern of rhythms, dances. The human dance, the flower dance, the bee dance, the giraffe dance. And that's what this all is. This is a big jazz, this world. And what it's trying to do is see how jazzed up it can get. How far out this play of rhythm can go.
You motherfucker. You a hoe ass nigga. like you God's gift to earth. Nigga, you ain't shit.